Welcome, gardeners. Today is fun in the sun in the middle of the spring, and that means edging and weeding. Oh, the joy. I can see you just waiting to jump out and go, I'm going to pull up those little critters that are taking away nutrients from all my precious little babies. Well, if you're going to do that, here's the tool. The Razorback is a nice edger. Watch how it goes through like butter. You can also see how much of this bed we lost to encroaching weeds just over the past 3 or 4 weeks. As you know, past 3 or 4 weeks, the world has been changing a bit and we haven't been able to work as much. But look at this. I'm cutting through this stuff beautifully. Even this clump here just takes a little pressure of my foot. See that? And it's cutting right through it. There it goes. And then I can go back and pull that up. Now over here I want to show you a bed that I've already done this morning, and it took me less than an hour. This is our infamous bed number 1, which is now one of our prettier beds. We edged all along it, and as you can see, we have a nice straight line. We reclaimed about 6 inches of bed here that have been taken over by weeds, but there are still weeds involved. Take a look at this guy right here. That is the rhizome of what we call ryegrass, crabgrass. Goes by a lot of names, and if you just cut it off, the root underneath will live on. That is all living, and each one of those shoots has the potential to be a new plant. See here, 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 here. Look at all these guys. Wherever there's a shoot, there's a new plant, and that means it takes a long time to kill these. This is siege warfare. This is not Rommel in Africa. This is not a blitzkrieg. We have to just constantly pull these out to weaken this root. See how it's white here? Nice and alive. We want that starting to turn brown as it loses energy. It might take a couple of seasons, but this stuff can literally spread 2 or 3 feet into your bed. Now, over here, we have another problem. Dandelions. Yes, they're actually very nutritious for you, but if it's in the yard like this, it's been matted down, who knows what's been on it. And that's where we use the 3-prong side. I want to be able to get in here and pull up as much of this root as possible. As you can see, it's pretty thick there, but I've got more of it underneath. Look at it right here. That is still dandelion root, and you can see the rhizomes of the ryegrass here. Look at that. Still almost a 1/4 inch thick, several inches down. That thing's coming back, and that means you have to fight it. All these rhizomes can go, and it's just a battle. Now, it's not a bad battle because you can see in one season how we made a soil look from this to this, so it's worthwhile. Now, over here we have our beets, which you can see are starting to grow nicely here. There's a clump. Those are those clumps of beets that you saw us work in class. Right here are our line. Right here, this is our line of spring onions. They're finally coming up. There are a couple of volunteers that aren't really spring onions there. We'll have to take them out. And these are our clumps of spring onions. Now, the last thing I'm going to show you in this video is what happens when weeds get right next to our plants here. Using a tool here we could actually hurt this. See how the roots go right into our crop, twist and pull, and we're able to get that root out. And that just means you have to hand weed. Now, we've got a lot of work to do here today, so I'm going to get to it off camera. Brad and his son are over there starting to work on our compost bins, the new ones, and hopefully we'll have a video for you in a few hours for that too. Thanks a lot.